Hi folks, hope you guys are having a great rest of your Wednesday. Before you all head into the weekend, and of course before I head into the rest of my week and the weekend, I did want to come to you guys with a couple of quick reminders, things to be thinking about for next week, and of course things to be thinking about later on down the road. You all know that I typically don't come to you in a video post like this, but this is something that I've actually done previously with online classes. I thought I'd give it a try with this class and see how you all like it versus having a written announcement to read. So the first thing I want to start off with is to compliment you all on your work with Taxi Driver. Overall, you all did a nice job. I know that Taxi Driver is a harder film to digest and it's not quite as accessible as, say, Boys in the Hood or other things that we'll watch for this class. But you all did a really nice job, and I appreciate your efforts and I appreciate your insight. Keep in mind the work that you're doing with these films is exactly what you should be doing. It's causing you to critically think about the text that you're watching and the things that you're digesting, but also these same skills will also help you as you go to approach the final podcast project, and I'll talk more about that in just a minute. So for next week, you will need to have watched The Shining by Monday and have read the article that is posted in Coursed-In under the Content tab and in the folder for assigned readings. Bear in mind, you need to have a separate journal entry for the article itself and then for the film itself. So 2 entries. And again, any notes you take therein, you can of course use on the quiz that we'll have Monday. The quiz is actually going to be incorporating elements from both the film and from the article. So there'll be a portion of it dedicated to just plot-based questions, very much like what I did for Taxi Driver, in that same format. And then, of course, there'll be a section that will be dedicated to a short response section where you'll need to respond to a prompt, kind of like what we did for the article for Boys in the Hood. So just make sure that you're ready and prepared for that on Monday. And of course, you can use any notes or anything from your journal that you take down. A couple of other announcements for you. Extra credit is still available. Know that you have opportunities from the Center for Academic Success, the Writing Center, our workshops, and from the Advising Center, the one that I mentioned at the very beginning of class today. Again, attend those workshops. Sign in. I get attendance logs, and I can make sure to keep track of your credit. And at the end of the semester, I'll place in the credit wherever it's going to benefit you the most, and that will either take the place of a missed absence or a missed in-class assignment. And in-class assignment, of course, doesn't include the quizzes. Also sign up for your one-on-ones. The one-on-ones are going to be happening the week of October 15th. Actually, you'll have availability in my calendar on the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. And you already have those dates that I sent you through email yesterday. Go ahead and go ahead and try to set up your appointment now and go ahead and get it on the books. That way, you're not trying to rush at the last minute and try to make use of what spots are available after everyone else has already signed up. Keep in mind, this one-on-one meeting is 10% of your grade, so you need to do it. You have to do it if you want the credit. And all you're going to be doing is coming in here and sitting down with me. It's going to be really casual. We're just going to chat about how things are going, both with our class, but also with others, and to see if I can help you out in any way possible. Speaking of earlier, I mentioned the final podcast project. The guidelines for that, I have a rough draft of both the guidelines and the rubric done, but I'm not totally satisfied with them yet. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time later this week and possibly early next tweaking those slightly and then getting those posted for you. And I'll make sure to let you all know in class when those are posted. Again, you don't have to do too much with the final project right now, of course, but it's going to be a really good thing for you all to have those guidelines early so you know what's going to be asked of you. And as we're doing things with texts and films throughout the rest of the semester, you can keep in mind what we're doing for class and then make sure to try to employ some of it as you go to draft and create your podcast for the final project for this class. And then also keep in mind too, makeup work. So I am going to be available in the office from 11:30 to 4 tomorrow. Should you like to come by and meet with me to take a quiz or make up 2 quizzes, whatever it is you need to make up, you can absolutely do so. The only thing I ask is that you email me and let me know when you'll be by. Again, it'll be tomorrow between 11:30 and 4. And by emailing me, you'll let me know when you're going to come by. That way, if I need to step out for some reason, if I know someone's going to come by, I won't actually do that. And then the last thing I want to mention to you all is a brief note about attendance. Now, I want to preface by saying I'm not lecturing anyone, but I do want to give you all a very strong reminder. Attendance is a portion of your grade for this class. In fact, it factors into the overall 30% of your grade that encompasses attendance, in-class activities or assignments, and quizzes. All of that, of course, is a big chunk of your grade, and if your attendance is not very good, that is going to hurt that portion of your grade. Again, bear in mind, you get an attendance grade toward midterms, you get an attendance grade at final exam period. And again, your attendance grade is literally however many class periods are possible for you to attend and however many you have attended, and it's a percentage for both of those grades. It's really difficult for you all to kind of get important class content when you're not there, especially when you're not there consistently. Because again, you're not getting class content, but also you're missing quizzes, which causes you to take it later, but also lose points anyway. And then also, if we do any in-class activities, you miss out on those. So again, I'm not lecturing anyone, but I do want to remind all of you that attendance is really important. I know that our class is early; it's 8:50. It's not probably the best time for you to be up. You maybe don't want to be up at that time, but I do want to see you there. I do value your time and I value your presence, and so do all your classmates, obviously. So make sure that you're there as much as you possibly can be. And if something happens, do let me know, and I'll do my best to try to work with you as best I can. As always, if you all have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer anything for you to do with our class or anything else related to UWG and your first semester here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday when we discuss The Shining. Have a great one, guys.